Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of the Morning Edge. Dead Press Picks, joined by my man Ben at We Beat the Spread. It is Saturday. We have been red hot, especially on the show. So we're going to feed you guys our four best bets of the day. Ben, why don't you kick us off with what you're liking tonight?
My first one, I'm going to go over to the UFC tonight. That is happening from the Apex. We got Holly Holm versus Ketlin Vieira. I'm actually going to the fight Chidi Njokuani versus Dusto Todorovic. I am going to be taking Chidi, but not money line, because that's like minus 280, and that's insane. So I'm going to be putting out a prop. I'm going to take him by knockout to get that line up to actually plus money at plus 105. 13 of his 21 wins are by knockout, and his last three have all come by knockout. He is just absolutely on fire. His hands are loaded with metal. I expect these guys to be trading a lot in this fight. Todorovic is no stranger to, the explosive fight style. So I think they're going to be trading a lot, and I like Chidi to get the knockout here. Todorovic doesn't have much head movement, and I think he can get slept just like he did in the Soriano fight. My second one of the day, I'm actually going to be going over to the NHL, where I actually like the Blues money line. Dogs are always a little bit scary in the NHL playoffs, but I really like the Blues here at home. They've been really competitive in this series. Took it to overtime in game one, despite getting outshot 25-54. And then, of course, they came out absolutely explosive in game two. Perron and Buchnevich have been on point. Binnington has looked like his 2019 self that took them to the Stanley Cup and won it. He looks absolutely insane between the pipes. And, they've played him really tough in this series. I like this line tonight. You can get plus 145 on a team that's been really competitive so far in this series. And now they're at home. The pressure's on the Avalanche. So I like the Blues here.
Alrighty, I'm going to go to the NBA first here. We're going to go with a prop. These props pretty well here in the postseason. Been a crazy playoff so far. So I'm going to trust this here. Jimmy Butler under 26.5. This won't be a popular play. We're kind of talking about it before. He's been on fire, scoring the ball. He's coming off games of 32, 41, and 29. Prior to that, he had a 40-point game and he had a 33-point game. I did bet his game where he scored 23, his under in that hit, but his number has continued to rise. So it opened the playoffs at like 22, 23, 26.5. That is a lot to ask out of Butler again tonight. I think there's two angles here. One, that the Heat know they can't win with Butler just scoring 40 points. They need their role players to get involved. So I think they're going to make it a point of emphasis early to try and get other guys going. And then two, I think Boston's going to give him more attention. They're a very good defensive team. They're actually the number one team defensively in the NBA this season. So I expect them to have a better game plan for him at home, maybe throw different bodies at him, show him more doubles, whatever it is. I think they're able to slow down Butler tonight and get to that under 26.5. And as you guys will read later, I think this game might be a lopsided game, so Butler might not get a lot of minutes later in the fourth. And then I'm going to go to the Diamond. We got an early afternoon play. 4 or 5 Eastern time. Padres-Giants should be a good series. Good one last night. Padres won it in extra innings. But I'm going to go with the Giants to bounce back today on the money line at minus 145. Carlos Rodon's coming off a really rough outing. His worst of the season. We faded him there when he faced the Cardinals Sunday Night Baseball. But we're going to back him today. I think the Padres lineup, they've kind of showed they're fairly limited, really outside of Machado and Hosmer. They don't have a ton in this lineup. But they have found ways to win. A big reason to that is pitching. Joe Musgrove getting the ball 4-0 this year, 2.20 ERA. But I think the price is pretty telling here that we have a nice line on the Giants. So I like the Giants here to get it done today. Could see a low-scoring game, like a 3-2 type of thing. But I think ultimately that they should get it done with their ace on the mound at home coming off the loss. So those are our four best bets, guys. If you want to throw in a parlay, Ben has a couple plus money plays as well. Really would boost it up. We got a minus 110, then 145. A little juicy, but sometimes it's worth the squeeze. And if you guys want to, of course, make sure to do that. So those are our four best bets for Saturday. We will be back tomorrow for another episode. Thanks again, Ben, for hopping on.
Yep, thanks for having me.